Welcome into Fantasy Unclean. I am your host, Rich Fiddler, joined as always by Scott Robley and Fredo Carvel. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening on the eve of Thanksgiving?
I am so thankful for my memory because this moment is so Gucci.
Don't like that.
Scott's a lot worse right now.
We went on this little trek where in Warzone we would just say everything was Gucci.
Yep.
And
I
he
just came
hated
from
us.
a funeral, and this was the worst moment of my day.
That's such a Gucci moment.
Speaking of which, I got to tell you guys my inclusive thoughts from before, but this is an off-air comment. So somebody remind
Most of your intrusive thoughts are off-air comments.
Yeah, we need to.
was like,
by the way,
huh.
why I'm looking so fresh today is 'cause
I should have brought a measuring tape. See if this fits.
it doesn't.
Does
I'm good. I am good. We are 2 weeks away from the playoffs.
Yep.
Yes.
And in both leagues, I have secured my playoff spot.
Nope. We don't have. You and I have not secured in fantasy in Dynasty.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed yet.
It's not guaranteed. We're too close. We have like 7 teams at 7 and 6 or 6 and 7.
You literally could still be knocked out.
Yeah.
If you lost every, like,
I just checked.
Fuck, if I lost out and the
if
other
you
guys,
lost out and the
right
other
people
5
win,
teams won out,
okay,
you
so
could-
If I win this week,
you guys will
I'm
be,
in.
yeah.
If you and I win this week, we clinch.
Who am
You-
I playing this week?
Now,
in
you probably
Dynasty?
have like a 90% chance of making
Right.
the playoffs at this point,
Yeah,
or
right.
like a 95% chance.
because my team has huge dick energy, but
You've said that a lot, and
ooh, I thought that was in one shitty.
oh no, that's not one
You
shitty.
and I play this week in Dynasty.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
were playing for your life, and I am playing for
I'm
my
not playing for
security.
my life. I'm in 5th. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I have everybody ahead of me on points, so
You do. You've got and Frodo is.
I have
the front?
Frodo on by like
I'm playing
100
Figgle.
points.
I'm in first.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember one of the leagues. I think it's the other one.
In
That-
one shitty. I'm playing Dean.
Yeah, but I think it's in one shitty that you are the fraudulent team.
You absolutely are.
I think
Yes.
you're in 6th, and you are you're
I'm
in
in
3rd or 2nd. No, wait,
You are in 3rd.
You're
You're
in
in 3rd.
third, yeah.
But you
Yeah,
have
you're
so
7th
many
or
points
6th.
less
Well, that's
scored.
because those 2 games where when Tua was out, my team lost and I scored almost no points, and
Yeah.
then I went right back up to what my normal
Yeah.
scoring is.
Yeah. So anyway, apparently I'm not as good as I thought I was. So in terms of my playoff security,
And
So-
I'm sitting 3-8 in that league, and still have a shot.
which is crazy. It's just crazy.
And the thing that's so frustrating is like I'm not having a bad season.
Right.
I'm having the worst luck.
Yep, you've got a terrible schedule this year. Because right now you are.
It's dropped a little bit as far as where I was at with points against. At one point, I had the most points scored against me. I'm like 4th or something now.
You're 6th now.
Okay.
After this.
So, okay,
Once
I
again, though-
had looked before this week.
Once again, you know what kills you? Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the next team down. Oh, that's Frodo. What kills you is your efficiency. Last year, you had this huge problem with efficiency. You've been
In
playing
Dynasty,
a bit-
I've been really good.
Yeah, and in this
Yeah.
this league, Frodo. This is a bad year. Frodo max points is actually in the same spot, so at least the trending is right. Max points for. I'm in highest points for both, points for and max points for.
Yeah.
And I've got a comfortable lead on points. So if I win, I'm in.
Yeah.
If I win in one shitty
Yeah.
and then beat Dean and we have the same record,
Yeah, you
I
probably
played you already and beat you, but I think it's still on points.
It's based on points. It's not based
so
on
I would
record.
just take
It's
second.
points first,
Yeah.
matchup second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or record first, points second, then
No, in this one, it's purely based on points. That's your first. That's your first seeding.
But there's a tiebreaker.
Yes.
There's always a tiebreaker, and that's your head-to-head. I think the third,
but only if you are like legit tied in points.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is you have to be same record, then you have to be tied on points.
Yeah.
And we play out to the second decimal in this league.
Yeah.
And because we ain't no bitch ass ESPN league, and then you go to head to head.
Yeah, I went back and when I had my losing streak and I only scored like almost no points when Tua was out. Week 4 it started.
Yeah.
Week 4 I scored like week 3 was 77 points, then 93, which I lost, but I went up against Todd who scored 177. Then somehow eked a win out even without Tua against Eris. And then I jump back. I think I averaged right about 120 points.
Yeah.
Right around there.
I'm just stoked. We're coming into playoffs time here, so make the adjustments that you need to make. If you haven't already, obviously trade deadline is probably passed in your league. There was a couple of down to the wire moves in our leagues. Rick's made the biggest one, mirroring the 49ers, and went out and grabbed CMC. This is it. We're crunch time. You are make it or break it from here. Most of the time. Even in Fantasy Unclean or in one shitty, I'm in the playoffs, but I don't have first or second locked up.
No.
So
Right.
No, it's first through fifth is locked up. Sixth is the only thing left.
Yep, the
left
only
up for
one
grabs.
that's actually.
It just so happens to be that 6th through 10th are
Yeah.
all 3 and 8.
Yep.
So literally
so fun, dude.
anybody can grab 6th place at this point.
And what a year to have a shitty record. Like be usually at this time if you're 3 and 8, you're done. I mean you're done. That's we'll get into this here in a minute, but that's the Rams going, you know what, we're just gonna start cutting people.
Yeah.
Because we are 3 and 7, 3 and 8.
Yeah, they're talk about claps.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. This is a good time of year. So we got. Do we have injuries pulled up? Because there's a lot of stuff that's happened. So let's talk about first Zach Wilson.
The cuts and Zach Wilson. Yeah. Do you have mine turned all the way down? Are you not there now?
I'm not hearing you at all. Also,
I can hear myself
hear
in
him.
here.
You hear him?
Yeah.
Okay, so it must be my headset. No, because this is a wired one.
Uh,
What is going on? You can hear him just fine though. Can you hear music?
yeah.
You can hear music?
Yeah.
All right, so something's going on with my headset.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Yeah, so there was a couple of surprise cuts this weekend.
Yeah.
Or I guess this weekend and beginning of week. Melvin Gordon.
Apparently, hopefully that's real, and he played
Yeah.
futures.
There we go.
Yeah,
song.
there was some.
There's a mute button for your headphones.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So now I can't hear you guys, and now I can
Now you
hear you
can't.
guys, and now I can't hear you guys, and now I can hear you guys. Now you guys can't hear me. Now you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we got.
We got buttons.
So yeah, Melvin Gordon got cut, which
I can
was
find buttons.
Yeah.
So you couldn't cut him while Javonte Williams was there,
Right.
But sure, I think,
that's all of the team's problems.
right.
Yes, now that team is fixed.
Yeah.
By the way, okay, there are so many crazy rumors coming. That's my dog shaking her head. You're good. Jesus, man, are you high right now? Like you were
No.
like super paranoid.
No, it sounded like the door.
Yeah, it did sound. That's why I looked up
It
at the
sound
door.
like the door. Now that I
Yes.
play it back in my head,
Yes.
okay. Anyway, so there's a lot of rumors coming out about this Melvin Gordon cut. One of my favorite ones is that apparently after the game, allegedly, he went back to they lost yet again, and he went back to the locker
To the
room.
Raiders.
Yeah,
Right.
and started playing Future super loud.
Yeah.
That's a rapper, and specifically Russell Wilson's wife's ex-husband,
Yep.
Yeah.
and baby daddy.
Yep.
And yeah, dude. Like, so if that's true,
Hilarious.
that's fucking cold, dude. Because apparently, according to the same rumor, Russell Wilson has banned that music from practice,
locker room
from the locker room, like you can't play Future in this stadium.
That is all I would play.
Yes.
I don't even like Future.
I couldn't name a few. You could play me 10 songs back to back to back and tell me which one is not Future. I would still probably get it wrong.
I don't even know who Future is.
It's a rapper. And he once had sex with Sierra.
Okay.
True.
So, it probably still is. I don't know.
Could be.
I'm just saying, he's
wondering-
probably got that. I mean, if somebody has little dick energy, it's Russell Wilson.
100%.
He is not rocking a foot-long sub for sure.
No.
No Antonio Brown jeans there.
You know what's sad? So,
That is
Russell Wilson lost Subway.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now Tony Romo and Charles Barkley have Subway commercials.
Yes.
So they just went straight, you know what? We can't do actual football players. We're just going to go straight to announcers.
Right.
now.
Right.
It's a danger witch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so injuries. Well, a couple quick.
We started talking about Zach Wilson. So let's jump back to a different Wilson. Zach Wilson, after last week's game,
had the worst podium answer ever.
Yes.
Somebody asked him. One of the reporters asked him, "Do you feel like?" I'm paraphrasing, but do you feel like you could have done more in this game?
Do you feel like you let down your defense?
No.
Like that was legit the answer.
No, move on.
Yeah.
And
It's just you can't say that as a quarterback when you have -2 yards in an entire half.
yes.
Like that, just you can't have that as.
Let's. I think it was positive 2 yards.
No, -2 yards.
It was actually negative.
Was it
2
negative
yards.
2 yards?
Yeah.
Yes. Him specifically. The offense in total averaged 2.77 inches per play.
Yeah.
Cool. So here's what I will say about that whole situation. That response, specifically his response at the table. Like the dude is like 17 years old, and he has he's a rookie in the NFL with
Second year.
with high expectations that he has not met yet, and he just lost and had one of the worst games and then the reporter asks a very dumb question, because the question was designed to make him feel uncomfortable, right?
But
it was not a necessary question. I understand that that's what they're doing. I understand. I mean,
I think it is. I think it's a necessary question, because then you see the leadership like, yes, you know, I did not play well at all. We let them down. I'm going to get better. We're going to keep working. That's what you need to say.
let me say this, that if he'd come out there and he'd have said something like, that's a dumb question, it's obvious, move on, that would have been much better received than
absolutely.
no.
Yeah.
But we need to recognize that he said no, moved on, because it was a dumb question, not because he didn't actually believe that he couldn't have done better. Of course he believes he could have done better.
Correct. But there's also the aspect of
He's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the captain. I don't know if he's the captain or not. Actually, now that I think about that.
I don't know if he was or not. But nonetheless, as a quarterback, whether you are the captain or not, you are the leader of
You're
that
the de facto leader of the
that
team.
team.
Yes.
Yeah. Like whether
Offensive,
there is
defense.
whether there is other people that are the captains and whatever, being the quarterback, people look to you as the leader. 100%.
Yep.
Wins or losses, they look at you first.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he fumbled the question.
Yeah.
Right? There's no question about that. I think people are riding him too hard on that because of the situation. I understand. We just need to take into account that he is, in fact, a second year.
It also looks like, from an outside looking in, obviously I don't know 100%, but from the outside looking in, it looks as if the locker room does not like him.
Yeah, he's lost, and I think this is a culmination at that comment, and the lack of ownership was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You started seeing things with Elijah Moore.
Yep.
Garrett Wilson
coming in. Garrett Wilson was saying things that made it sound like he was irritated by
Everybody's
Zach
irritated
Wilson.
when you're losing too.
Oh, 100%.
But
so
they were winning.
Brees Hall. Brees Hall was winning.
Yeah, an offensive line.
Brees Hall, just like Saquon Barkley was making the Giants look a lot better than they actually were.
Yeah.
Brees Hall was making the offense look a lot better than it actually was because he was able to do a lot of things that a lot of other people aren't able to do, and that covers up a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, it does. Absolutely does. It masks a lot of things. So here's what my interpretation of he was benched. He's been benched, and White, what's his name?
Mike White.
Mike White is a starting quarterback this week for the Jets. My interpretation of this is fuck me. Fucking still Lord.
Do the Cruciatus. I think that's officially broken.
Yeah, I got him. Fuck you. Anyway,
That is the first spell cast on this pod.
You legit just killing cursed a
Spider.
spider.
thank you for saving my life, by the way. That fucker deserved it, too.
I didn't know what. I thought you just went squirrel and just like I was looking past you or something. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Because I'm sitting here listening to what you're saying, and then all of a sudden I just start seeing this thing move, and I'm like,
giant-ass spider.
I look and I'm like, oh shit.
I'm just looking at you. Yeah. Zach Wilson.
And Mike White.
Yeah.
And okay, so my take on this is that this is not a true benching. This is a get right with Jesus right now. Like Saleh came in and said, you got to own this locker room.
Yeah.
You just fucked up in a big way, and now I have to punish you for this. I have to do something, but you need to turn this around. And so my guess is this is a Mike White week, and next week, regardless if they win or lose, unless Mike White comes out and just fucking balls.
The problem is if they come out and they play really well, like
Right.
the team in general just looks like they are playing in a much better way. I mean, they play
There's already
Bears
been
tomorrow.
they play the Bears, and no, it's not tomorrow. That's a Sunday game.
Oh, it is. Bears
Yeah.
usually play on Thanksgiving.
Bears are not playing tomorrow.
Oh, Cowboys and Lions.
Cowboys and Lions.
Vikings.
Cowboys and Giants,
Cowboys and Giants.
Patriots and Vikings.
Well, I just mean the teams that normally
Oh,
play on
yeah, yeah.
Thanksgiving.
It's
Yeah,
if they come out and the team looks
like they're
more
gelling.
functional.
Yep.
Similar to the way Indy came out and played last week. I mean, even this week, they still played well against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were in it.
Yeah.
They were in it.
until they literally left fucking the hash marks open.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure.
that was bad defense.
Yes.
That was terrible defense.
And apparently they had seen that play a couple of times where they were playing defense like that, where they were playing spread like
Right.
that. But you can't do that at the goal line.
No.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, other Amanda.
Which Amanda?
You're Amanda.
Hey. What'd she say?
She just started watching.
Oh, sweet. Which means she's probably decorating or baking and not watching.
Baking? What
Oh.
are we baking?
That girl can, one, decorate a Christmas tree. Holy fucking shit.
Wait.
You have a Christmas tree
Hold up. Christmas tree's up already?
Artificial. Because she
That's-
wanted to get early decorating on it.
There are two things wrong with this statement so far.
Yeah.
This is Oregon. We kill trees around here, all right?
We're getting a real one when my daughters come, and we're decorating that when I get them in December.
Nice. Okay, all right.
But that's the one that
God damn! That's a fucking
did.
that's a Martha Stewart tree right there.
and then she has a cat tree.
What's nice? That's awesome. Also, what's the deal with the Oreo cheesecake? What was that?
Yeah,
thing
dude,
you guys
that
made
was so good.
How come we haven't had
Oh,
that?
the
in a while,
Oreo dip.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She'll make that again, but she made for
That's got to
Super
come
Bowl.
for Super Bowl.
so for our potluck at work today, she made
I didn't talk about your potluck
it's
today.
peanut butter cheesecake bombs. Had Oreo base, peanut butter cheesecake with chocolate and caramel on the top.
I'm I'm not sure I love that. I'm certainly eating it. But that's it seems like a lot of peanut butter is one of those flavors that's like when you put peanut butter with it, all the other flavors are now peanut butter. Like
That's
I have
true.
a really hard time with that unless it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So
What about peanut butter and banana?
fuck off. Fuck off with your Avada Kedavra.
The,
your
the
fucking-
peanut butter doesn't cover enough of the banana taste.
Yeah, I honestly I probably could.
So, peanut butter, banana, and pickle sandwich as a bet at some point. That you
No.
have to eat.
No, Scott will not.
I won't. I won't do it.
Dipped in mustard.
Definitely not now. Like
Scott
mustard
would-
is the worst.
Scott would do that one of those hot chip challenges before he did that.
Give me a whole bag of them.
Okay, which would I eat? That sandwich I described or that spider?
That spider.
do I get to cook the spider?
No. You can char it so it's not.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't want to have the I don't want to have the slimy guts. That's my thing.
That's
I
part
would
of
eat
it.
I would eat a cooked spider before I would eat mustard or
We're going to be near China.
Pickle.
We'll drive past Chinatown, and I guarantee we can probably find a cooked ass fucking
I'm not
spider. in
saying
San
I want to
Francisco.
look for one. I'm not like eager to eat a cooked spider.
I was out at my parents' house earlier, and there was this fly that had been flying around the kitchen all day.
Yeah.
And my wife and my mom had been trying to kill it. And so they had one of those electric fly swatters.
Yeah.
And
So you hit your son with it.
No. So I saw that. I finally saw the fly. I pick it up, and then the fly fucking disappears. So I just stood there staring into the kitchen
Yep.
while holding the fly swatter.
Like an autistic kid.
Finally found it, and my dad was like, the only problem with that thing is unless you like really hit it, like most of the time it just flies off and
Yep.
doesn't actually
Yep.
do it. And I'm like, no, if I get this thing, it's
It's-
gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get burned. Finally caught it, got stuck in there, and I just held the thing, and it just cooked
Just
it.
cooked it all the way around.
Yep.
I would eat that fly 100% before I would eat a banana or
Okay.
anything with
Noted.
mustard on it. I literally almost threw up the other day because somebody had mustard and it was on a I got it. Somebody gave me a hamburger that had mustard on it. It wasn't supposed to, and I bit into it. Didn't get the mustard, but smelled the mustard, and I swear to God, I almost threw up. And I'm not the guy that sends food back.
Yeah.
I fucking shoved it up their ass. I was like, this is garbage for garbage people. Get it out of here. Fucking Arby's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Scott would absolutely eat a banana before he
I
touched
need a dick
mustard.
before I touch fucking mustard. A whole. Your hands are soft. All right, so I mean that's coming from like a paper pusher. Like, damn, dude.
I'm in sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're comparing to my hands.
It's true. Those are like fucking like two bricks just jerking you off, and it's the
Fuck
worst.
potholders. Just
Okay, what do we got going on for injuries?
well, a couple cuts. Melvin Gordon got cut, like we said.
Yeah.
Darrell Henderson got
that
cut.
was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
like with all the shit that's going on with Cam Akers,
Yeah.
and then Darrell Henderson.
Darrell Henderson got cut. He got claimed by Jacksonville today, so
Yep.
he's going to cut into ETN's time. You're welcome.
Fucking no, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
No.
Yep.
Well, he was dealing with a knee injury, anyways.
Yeah. So you're not really wanting any piece of anything on Rams right now.
No,
So
the Rams, they're most likely down to their third string quarterback.
yeah. Speaking of, we'll do quarterback injuries. What's his name?
Matt Stafford's officially out.
Yeah, he's out.
He was concussed. No, he's got the he's got the elbow thing still, but is he in concussion protocol?
It was.
I want to say it was what I
Neck,
saw was
I
a
think.
neck injury. Yeah.
Neck again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, he played through it. Broken last time. Why can't he play through it?
Concussion and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had heard concussion. Okay.
It's valid for a neck injury.
Well,
Looks like
he went out 2 weeks ago with a concussion, came
then-
back in, played this week, and then
got-
went out again with a concussion. So
Yeah.
I think it's one of those like Tua
Nate,
type things.
What the fuck are you doing watching this? This is for sportsing. Like this is not appropriate. This is not a show for you, Nate. And by the way, if you're there just sitting around watching this high, why the fuck do I have your kids at my house?
So he could be
Also
high.
I mean,
Kyler Murray.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
That's because your kids are at my house.
Kyler Murray looks like he's going to play.
Oh, yeah.
So he probably ran out of double XP tokens.
Yeah, this will be his first game since Call of Duty launched.
Yeah. Justin Fields looks like it's a day-to-day thing. It's a pain management. He said he had a separated non-throwing shoulder. So it's a
separated. He said separated and
torn
ligament.
It's
in
a
his
labrum.
shoulder.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he said it's extremely painful. So I think it's if he plays, which is unlikely, his running is going to be very hampered.
Speaking of torn meniscus, which we weren't, I have a torn meniscus.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah, super fun.
No, it's not.
So, but I was like, I mean,
Oh, technically,
it's
mine's
Thanksgiving. I'm
mine's-
gonna play football.
not torn anymore, but it
Once
was.
upon a time.
Once upon a time, it did a lot of fun stuff.
Working, definitely work. No, you're not. Yeah, I definitely am playing tomorrow. Anyway, regardless, I've got a brace on. It'll be fine.
Running back wise, Joe Mixon is still in concussion protocol. So Samaje Perine, we saw a lot of people pick him up. He's worth a.
Okay, so I got a real bone to pick with everybody, including I think both of you guys for going after Samaje Perine this week.
I specifically picked him up just in the sense that if
I got him in
Mixon
Dynasty.
does not play,
Yeah,
Okay, so here's my issue: is that
You didn't
he
get
was
him.
one of no, I didn't even try for him. To be fair, I have fantasy fatigue. This happens to me every year about this time, where we talk so much fantasy in here, we talk so much fantasy outside of here, and from Thursday night to Monday night, we're talking football, and I love all of that. So what happens is Monday and Tuesday, I fucking forget about it. Like, I don't look at waivers. For the last 2 weeks, I have not put in any waivers. I keep forgetting about it, and we used to do the show on Monday night, so I would remember, we'd get done with the show, and I'd be like, waiver.
Do you know what that sounds like? It sounds like a him problem.
It is a him problem. I'm not at all. This is absolutely a him problem, not a
But
you
you
problem.
wanted Perine.
No, I did not want Perine. Everybody's chasing that motherfucker this week for the points because he got 3 receiving touchdowns this last week, which was great. Don't get me wrong, but he's got 4 touchdowns total on the season.
I'm legit. It is specifically just an idea of it's the same thing if Dalvin Cook goes down. If Dalvin Cook goes down,
if you want any primary running back on the team.
and it's not like anybody else
I'm
is
with
taking the work from him if he's in.
When I
And
was
it's-
looking at injuries today, that's when I
you
realized
look at
that.
when you look at the guys I had, where I had Kadarius Toney and Rondell Moore last week score me nothing.
Yeah.
The chance of
You've told me
having
that
a
few times
starting
now.
a starting running back
Yeah.
getting a bulk of whatever it is,
even
if
a
it's
bad one,
yeah,
even a bad starting running back
should still be more than Kadarius Toney and Rondell
At the
Moore.
very least, it's safer than
Yes.
either of those guys.
And in Dynasty, I have very shallow running back
you
core.
do have a shallow core.
So I needed.
I still didn't like it. I still didn't like the chasing.
I'm not chasing.
Not on you guys.
Yeah.
The chasing that I saw this week on Samaje Perine. Everybody. I mean, he was the number one grab this week, and I don't believe it was all because Mixon's got a concussion, so he can pop
come
back
back,
up perfectly fine tomorrow.
I literally went, you know what? I'm probably not going to play this person,
But just in case.
but I might play P. Ryan if Mixon's out. So I'll just go ahead and drop this person and pick somebody up that may be a starting running back.
Yeah.
It wasn't like oh hey, this is gonna do
Hi,
me,
Kathy.
This is gonna do me well for the rest of the year. It's
Yeah.
literally a 1 week thing if I needed him.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, that's all on that one. Injuries, other outside of Joe Mixon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire missed last week's game. He got placed on IR. Isaiah Pacheco, I'm so glad I didn't drop him.
Yeah.
He had already been making rumors.
I literally drafted Pacheco in 2 leagues.
Yeah.
You dropped him.
I dropped him in both well, no, I still have him in 1 league.
Okay.
I dropped him in the other league after holding on to him for like 9
Right.
weeks.
And then I nabbed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Like,
you.
I literally have been holding on to these players in the hopes that they were going to do something, and then I finally dropped them
Right. Finally, when
when
it
bye
comes to
weeks
the-
came around and I had to make some moves. And of course, right after that, then it all happens. And then Pacheco has his best week of the year last week.
Kadarius Toney, he speaking of Chiefs, and someone else on your team, hamstring. You got to watch the injury reports. It's questionable whether he will go or not. He was absent from practice today.
1990s rubber band hamstrings.
Yeah, exactly. Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants knee, he's out. You weren't really starting him at all anyways, unless you're in like super deep leagues.
Cooper Kupp is officially done for the year.
Yep. Had surgery, went on IR. Mike Williams might be done for the year. He's going back, possibly back on IR with a high ankle. Other than that, it wasn't a ton.
And I'd actually heard that Mike Williams might be okay.
He will be practicing limited fashion, but that
re-aggravated the same injury, but it wasn't, from what I read, the early reports on it, it was more precautionary, that he tweaked it, but not like I now have a brand new full force high ankle.
I feel like he's one of those ones that he's set up to burn your week. Like you put him in and he goes, he catches a catch, or what he gets you 2-3 points and then exits the game with the same injury, and now you've
if he comes back, position. I'm not starting him. I think I've got him in Dynasty, or it might be redraft, but I'm holding on to him for the week.
Yeah.
Have either of you guys watched either of the episodes of Hard Knocks at all?
I haven't yet.
This is the first time I've ever actually really sat down and watched Hard Knocks.
Oh yeah. Did you not watch the Lions?
No, didn't watch a single bit of it.
Dude, that was a good one.
Didn't watch a single bit of it, and I think part of it is it's not my division. Like,
sure. You have a hard time. Investing in people that are not in.
I don't really give a fuck about the Lions.
Right. Fantasy wise, you want stats, you need players, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you don't need to know backstories.
Not really. Right. But the Cardinals are in the NFC West.
Right.
I see the Cardinals a lot being in the NFC West.
Right.
Watching this, and for me personally, I am really intrigued to watch the episode that comes out tonight, because it's going to be everything that happened
after the night
going into and the San Francisco game.
Right. So now it's a Hard Knocks that includes your team.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's been entertaining. Like I've enjoyed watching it. The 2 episodes that have been out so far.
Yeah.
That team has a lot of issues.
Seems like it.
A lot of issues.
Very
it
dysfunctional.
It seems like a pretty dysfunctional team.
And then one of their coaches got arrested.
And
fired.
After the Mexico City game.
Yes.
He did? I didn't hear that one.
I don't know if he got arrested. He got fired.
He got arrested.
Oh, did he?
He got arrested.
So he got arrested and fired.
For what?
Groping a person.
Oh.
It's not Tijuana, man. This is Mexico City.
Yeah.
All right? You can't just grope donkeys all you want. They have rules in Mexico City.
What coach was that?
I don't remember.
I'll look at Boots.
Some assistant coach.
I think it was a line coach.
Yeah. That was a really fun game to watch from a 49er fan adjacent.
Yes.
Right? Like when it doesn't involve me, there's no question that I was leaning towards rooting against you guys, but I don't go out of my way to root against you guys unless we're playing against each other.
Right.
But if you guys would have lost, I would have held on to the number 1 slot in the NFC West. Now I'm number 2.
Right.
So, but it was good to see the 49ers put together a complete game.
A complete game.
Fucking dominated.
A complete game that was not just like broken plays that scored points. These were plays that. Now,
this is
Jimmy
one of the
Garoppolo,
2 or 3 games a year that you get from Garoppolo.
Yeah, this is his best game since the Saints game like 3 years ago or whatever it was, which that's the game that I always go back to. It's like, I know he can do this.
Right.
And it was really fun to see that.
Yeah.
I still did see a couple of those throws where I was like, oh, there's Jimmy
There
G.
he is.
That's
There
when I
he
said
is.
that text.
Yeah, he's
I'm like,
only
he's
overthrow or underthrow.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was like over by like a lot
Third down, and he hit Debo
in his feet.
at his feet. That would have been a first down if it was just, I don't know, 2 inches higher.
To his numbers.
Yeah, I mean, even that, if it was
Even to
just
his
2
knees.
inches,
No,
exactly.
it would have been.
If he could have hit him in the shins, Debo would have caught it, but literally he skipped it a foot in front of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it was like I was really concerned that was going to be a turning point in the game, but the whole team rallied around, and I mean, he made some really good plays. The heads up play by Kittle on Kittle's first touchdown, where he just like scooted behind all of the defensive players as Jimmy G stepped up in the pocket.
Yep.
As the pocket collapsed on him.
36 yard, 46 yard.
39 yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And it was just perfect.
Yep.
It was fun to see Kittle get in a couple of times.
Yep. Kittle has come back a little bit here. So
It was fun to see Debo playing like Debo, though, again, because he's been pretty quiet this year.
He's been super quiet. By the way, kind of predicted this, right?
Yeah,
like
we did.
we all talked about how Debo was a product of the environment he was in last year.
Yeah.
Still a great player. We're not knocking him. We're talking about his production last year compared to this year. He was being drafted in the top.
You had Ayuk in the doghouse.
Uh-huh.
You had Kittle off and on injured.
Every
You
running
had
back
Elijah
hurt.
Mitchell on and off injured.
Jeff Wilson on and off injured.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you for that,
I
by
think
the
he
way.
started like 6 games where he was on IR to start the season.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have him until like week 6 or whatever. And so Debo was in this, you're the only thing we have.
Right.
And it worked, but now you have players like Ayuk who have really come into their own.
Yeah. Ayuk's doing really well.
Ayuk is a fucking fantastic football player. Kittle is still doing so much work.
Yep.
God, dude, the play that I think it was Debo's run, where you had Trent Williams and you had the center. The center had a block at the 5-yard line, and
I
they
saw
were
that.
at the 40-yard line when they hiked the ball.
What?
Yes,
He's 35 yards downfield.
The center
blocking
literally
still.
got the last block that allowed Debo to get into the end
Ah,
zone.
damn, dude. That's hustle.
Oh, dude, it was so fun to watch. So fun to
On
watch.
Buda Baker.
Yes.
On Buddha? Nice.
Which, I will say this.
That's an outmax play.
I will say this, though. Buda Baker's a fucking beast.
Dude, he is, man.
Yeah.
He literally has a high ankle sprain from 2 games ago,
Yeah.
and he came back the next game and played
Yeah.
the entire game.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
he's the best defensive player on that team with J.J. Watt.
He's the heart. Like watching Hard Knocks,
Yeah.
he is the heart of that defense.
I bet. He is one of the most respected players around the league, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nobody that doesn't like Buda Baker.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people who are faster than him, like
Metcalf.
Yeah.
Did you hear what? I saw a report that during the last practice before the Dolphins went on bye, they were having drills, and Tyreek Hill was not the fastest on the team. So at the meeting, Mike McDaniel was like, "Well, looks like whatever the guy was is the fastest Dolphin that we have," and kind of put the next one out. Mike McDaniel said that Tyreek Hill ran the fastest route he's ever seen and clocked in at 23.1 miles an hour.
Damn, dude.
Like,
Tyreek does not like any conversation where he is not the fastest person in the NFL.
Fuck, that is I was driving my truck. I'm like, you're getting a speeding ticket in a school zone almost.
I watched a video on Bo Jackson here the other day, and it was talking about how fast he was.
It's like a 4.13.
So in college, he allegedly ran a 4.13 that was clocked as they were. He wasn't actually
In the pro day.
In the pro day, he was just walking the pro day. But they had everything out, so they clocked him, and he apparently did a legit 4.13. Then later, when he was actually playing at practice, full pads and everything, they clocked him at a like 4.18
or something?
or 4.19. and they didn't believe that it was an accurate one. So they measured out 40 yards, clocked him again, and he was at 4.17 with full pads. Like,
So
what the
fucking
fuck,
fast,
dude? That's no. The reason that he beat the game in Tecmo was because he beat the game in real life.
Yeah.
He was a cheat code. He was that fucking fast.
Yeah.
That's like, and that's the thing is, it's like that was when like a
Was it Tecmo?
4.7
Yeah. Technobo.
or 4.8 was like lightning fast.
Yeah.
And
mean-
he's faster than guys that are breaking records right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
At his size.
What else we got on injuries? Anything else?
That's really about it.
Okay.
It was a pretty soon week. We had, I think, no teams on bye anymore, right?
Are we out of buys?
No, this week there's no teams on bye.
Next week.
There's teams on. There are buys 13 and 14, but this is Thanksgiving week, and because
Yeah.
you got the Thanksgiving slate,
Oh, yeah.
there are no buys.
There are no
Yeah.
buys this week. So make sure to set your lineups tonight, right? Or
and,
tomorrow.
and
because
take your players who are
guess
playing
it's-
Thursday on Thanksgiving out of your
Flex.
flexes and
Yep.
put them into their positions in
Yep.
case you need to have some
Yeah.
type of flexibility.
Especially this week because you've got 6 teams.
Yeah.
if there's anybody
need
questionable
you need
this
the
week,
movement.
you need to put
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
in your flex so that way you can.
You can't do it with Fields. You probably just take a safe bet and start another quarterback.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, and don't start Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I would not. I would not
don't-
start. I also probably wouldn't start Mike White.
I have to start him because I was in the Superflex league and I don't have any good
This
quarterbacks.
last week I had to. I rolled the dice and I gambled that Kyler Murray was going to play because everything looked like it was going to be game time
Yeah.
decision that he would play. And I figured in division he's probably going to play. He did not play, so I had.
Yeah,
to,
I know.
So I.
Because Todd had that bargain or had that dilemma
gambled
as
that
well. Yet he picked up Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, see, I didn't have. I wanted Jimmy, but Jimmy was already picked up because it was
Yeah.
a dynasty league.
Yeah. So he played. He had Jimmy Garoppolo in place of it, and then Jimmy Garoppolo goes out and fucking has
Just
his best
balls out.
has his best fucking game of the
Yeah.
year.
Drops a
in,
big
like,
old
3
nut
years.
sack on your chin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Like I love Thanksgiving. Right? You wake up in the morning. Rick and I, we go out and we play a football game every Thanksgiving.
Which I saw Rob today.
Oh, yeah.
nice. Does he have a cool haircut?
He had a hat on this time.
I think
believe
his hair is actually pretty short cut right now.
Yeah?
Normal, it looked normal for
But shortcut with cornrows and a mohawk?
I don't think
or
right now.
Does he have dreads now?
No, I don't think
or-
so right now.
No.
But so we're gonna wake up. We're gonna play some football. I'm gonna go eat a shit ton of turkey and mashed potatoes,
And then go into a coma.
and then I'm gonna go into a coma. But all the time, I'll have a football game on in the background. Like,
Yes.
this is a nice.
I'm actually really bummed that, like, part of me is bummed we are playing football tomorrow because we're going to miss the Bills and Detroit game.
Yeah.
All of it.
I'm not making it, bro, because I got to help Amanda.
Yeah.
But I'll probably be having football, and then when not, I'll be playing a little bit of Warzone or something with football in the background.
I won't be playing any Warzone.
Hobbit's Revenge on Twix, by the way.
I won't be playing any Warzone tomorrow.
I won't be playing any
because I
Warzone.
won't be home.
I think I gotta start cutting back on the Warzone a little bit. I think we need a dedicated night that Scott plays. It's because I feel like my wife, who is afflicted right now, is a little bit upset at the amount of Warzone that I'm playing on top of the amount of football.
It's probably the football involved
Yes.
with that.
Yeah.
Yes, because Wednesday nights we do this show, but then we're talking about it every other night. I got Sundays that are always I have the TV. I actually don't watch Thursday or Monday night football unless it's a really good game.
Yeah.
Specifically, so that way I can spend some time with the wife.
Yeah.
So and play Warzone with you guys on Mondays and Tuesdays. But that's Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays we do the pod, and
Yeah.
then it's all of a sudden like, whoo, she gets upset.
That's okay. DMZ's trio anyway, so we'll just bring Nick in.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, I love DMZ. I love
Dude,
DMZ.
legit, if there wasn't DMZ, I don't know that we'd be playing very
Yeah.
much. Right
Yeah,
now.
don't know.
we got to figure out how to. Sorry, I can spit all over you. It's fine. I only have COVID. The smell like cum.
No.
Oh my god, Gene. Do not watch this show. What are you doing?
Who's Gene?
What a time. Ashley's grandmother.
Oh, right.
Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow night, though. Bye. Yeah, so I love Warzone. I love Warzone. The Warzone map is better.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. I hate that DMZ is a 3-squad only. Like, I want that
I think
to
it's
be-
just because it's in beta.
I hope so. It also might be because then you've got 2 teams that can squad up together in
Yeah.
DMZ.
I think only 60 players spawn in.
Yeah, it's 66
Is it
players.
60?
Matt.
66, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And we
okay.
killed 6 of them the other day. We had 2 team wipes.
Yeah, we did. We had some good games the other night.
Did.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So recap of last week.
I'm going to brace myself because I don't think I had a good week.
You had the worst week. Well, Todd had the worst week of us. Todd had
Right
had
here,
4.
Todd.
Todd
Right
had
here.
4.
Suck it, Todd.
We pushed on 2 games.
Again,
we pushed on the Chicago
we gotta
Atlanta
go back
game.
to last season
Yeah.
and see if we pushed on anything, because I don't remember pushing that
I don't
often
think so.
or at
Yeah.
all, and it seems like this is our 7th push.
Yeah.
Chicago and Atlanta was a 3-point spread, and it was a 3-point game.
Yep.
And then Cleveland and Buffalo was an 8-point spread, and it was an 8-point game.
That one surprised me.
So
I think it's like a backdoor cover or something.
Scott got 9 correct this week.
That's
Yeah,
great.
he did. What's
and
up?
when you look at the fact that we pushed on 2 games, it's really not that bad.
Shit.
No.
That
Yeah.
means is that does
There's
that include,
there's 13. There was 13 games.
does the 9
14.
include the 2 that we pushed on?
No.
No.
So I actually got 11 games basically right, except
Yeah.
we'll call it 10 games. I get a half credit for the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we pushed on 2.
Yeah.
And you got
So
2.
that's
Damn.
that technically would be 11 out of 14 games. We
Todd,
only
you still
missed.
watching?
We only missed completely on 2 games. We missed on New York Giants getting beat by Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Weird.
we missed on the Kansas City and Chargers game because
Yeah.
it was close.
Closer.
Yeah.
Didn't beat the spread, and we all went
KC. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Scott had 9, I had 8, and Frodo had 7.
So not as
wasn't
bad.
terrible.
No, that's not that
So
bad.
current
Considering we had a
standings-
week where we had 3 and 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Current standings: Frodo 77, I am at 78, Scott is at 80.
So, so
Because
you
he,
get to
had-
pick,
he had a 1-point
Yep.
game last week.
and you got 2. So you get to pick first
Yep.
this week.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So, moving into this next week, we've got 3 games coming up on the Thanksgiving slate. We have Buffalo traveling to Detroit. Buffalo is 9.5-point favorites.
Buffalo, I believe, stayed in Detroit.
Yes, they did.
I don't actually think they did
Really?
stay in Detroit. I believe they went home
They went home and then came back.
and then came back.
Interesting. I'm not sure that I would have done that for a Thursday night game.
Yeah.
That's wild, actually. Does that play into it at all? 9.9.5
9.5 point.
point. Is D Swift is back. I'm taking Detroit. Fuck it.
I'm taking Detroit too because I don't. The spread is. I think it's backdoor cover.
I thought I was going to be the only one on Detroit.
Dude,
No.
what are we doing here?
I bet it too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And the problem is Buffalo's defense hasn't been great. They've got a ton of injuries on their defense.
Right.
Especially in secondary.
In the secondary, and that's the one place that Detroit's actually been able to do things with Amon-Ra St. Brown and I forget who their other main target has been over the last couple of weeks.
Jameson Williams is also coming back.
I don't know if he'll be back this week, but he is practicing again, which would be obviously a benefit.
Huge upgrade.
But the O line for Detroit is very good.
Sexy.
Is very
Doing
good.
some sexy ass work. You guys know how much I love an O line. O line gets my O face.
Sorry.
I don't want to. Do I?
Yeah, you do. Well,
Are you going to island yourself with the Bills? That's not the worst place to
Right,
be.
that's kinda what I was thinking, is like-
against the Lions.
did you hear the joke about Warzone 2's footstep audio? Neither did I.
Because it sucks.
Thanks, Iceman.
I was legit. I thought I was going to be the only one on Detroit, but now I'm
And
going
then
to be
we
the
all
only
went.
one on Buffalo.
What a swing. All right. All right, so you're going to little dick it with the Bills. Okay.
Yep. Next up, we've got the New York Giants traveling to Dallas. Dallas is 10-point favorites.
That's a lot of points for in division.
Did you say Giants and Cowboys?
Yes.
Giants and Cowboys. Cowboys are 10?
Yeah.
God, they put up a good game this last week, though. I don't want to take the under twice in a row, but I would rather take the over on the Bills.
So
Committed to the
I just saw a tweet from Scott Barrett.
okay.
Cowboys on Thanksgiving always get overbet. They have not cut in since 2011. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years. 11 years, they've only covered once.
I hate stats like this. I hate stats like this because you look at that and you go, oh, well, then they're not going to cover again. But that has nothing to do with facts today. Has
But they
nothing
always
to do.
play a divisional opponent
Doesn't
most
matter.
of the time.
Different teams, different schedules, different coaches, different players, different teams. I said that already. What are you doing? Ow.
The
Fucking shit.
Giants have 4 starting offensive linemen out for this game.
I'm going to take Cowboys.
What's the line on it?
10.
10.
I'll take Giants.
And the Cowboys still have like 2 offensive linemen down.
I think I'm taking because the spread.
I am taking Dallas because of the fact that they have teams have shown a way to basically shut down the Giants, and that's
Saquon.
that's shutting down Saquon. Yeah. It's really easy to shut down Saquon when you have 4 of your starting
Your
offensive
line
linemen
is dead.
out.
Yeah.
Are you benching Saquon?
You can't bench Saquon.
can't,
You can't
right?
you can't bench Saquon.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his offensive line looks like right now. You have to.
I don't think he had a very good week last week.
No,
I don't remember what it was. He didn't have a terrible week, I don't think.
he didn't have a great one either because it's playing against him.
And then
Saquon
the
Barkley, you had
Thursday-
yourself a terrible week last week.
4.5 points.
Yeah, I was going to say.
4.5
I don't think he had a good
15 carries for 22
That
yards.
was against who?
Detroit.
But they're behind a lot. But he's also pass catching,
He
so
should be game script proof.
should be.
Detroit. You know, like the 32nd team against running backs.
Yep.
I said Cowboys, right?
Yes.
Thank God.
Last game for Thanksgiving, we've got New England traveling to Minnesota. Minnesota's 2.5-point favorites.
I'm taking New England.
This is one that I avoided like the plague
Yeah.
in my betting because I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen.
prime time.
It's prime time.
Prime time.
They're at home.
You know what's going to happen?
Yeah. It's not 1 o'clock, Kurt.
1 o'clock, Kurt.
Oh my
This
god!
is Little Dick Kurt.
This is so fucking hard. I hate this game. I hate this game so much.
You just hate picking the Patriots. That's the problem.
Also, that.
Also that.
I'm gonna take. I'll take the Vikings.
All right. You're on an island again.
Yeah. Pray for a last minute field goal and they win by 3.
All right. Starting off our Sunday slate. Just a banger of a game. Denver traveling to Carolina.
Oh god.
The Sam Darnold led Carolina. Denver is 2-point favorites.
Give me Carolina. I know you were supposed to pick first, but did you know that if the Broncos have scored at minimum just 18
Just
points,
18 points.
they'd
They would be
9-1.
9-1.
Yeah.
Measly points.
They would be 9-1.
Taking the Broncos.
I am too. So Frodo is again on an island.
Ugh, that's a gross island to be on. But either way on that game, you're in a gross
Yeah.
island.
Next up, we've got Tampa Bay traveling to Cleveland. Tampa Bay is 3.5-point favorites. We all know what side of the ball I am on already.
I'm on your side.
I think I am too. Trying to see if this is one that I want to get ahead of you guys on, though.
2-0 since the divorce.
They're just not that great of a team, though. The Browns.
No. And they don't have Captain Rapey back yet.
I don't know that makes it any better, though.
I'll take the Tom Brady's. I don't love it. That's a good spread. That's a good spread for them, though.
Next up, we have the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Baltimore is 4-point favorite.
Todd, by the way, found out that he lost last week and just checked out. He is not playing. I'll take one, Rick. What was that last one? You said
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore
traveling
Ravens
to Jacksonville.
going to Jacksonville.
4-point favorites to Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see a way that Jacksonville wins this game unless Baltimore just gives it away.
And can they keep it close? I mean, it's the Ravens, so
I mean,
they're
they
gonna
kept-
keep it close.
Yeah,
but-
they kept the Carolina Panthers close, and
I just can't.
yeah.
I can't see it. I got you thinking about it though, don't I?
I do. Lamar's not been good since like week 4.
Yeah.
I think he's quarterback 13 or 14 since week 4.
Yeah.
It might even be a little lower than that. He hasn't had a 20-point game
Yeah.
since week 3, I think. It's Jacksonville, though.
Crazy motherfucker from Jacksonville.
I want Mark Andrews to put up points.
Is Mark Andrews
He's playing. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I want Travis Etienne to run for 380 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, we're all taking Baltimore. I don't
You
feel
got-
great about it being 4 points, but they should win that game. Next up, we have
There it is.
the
Lost it.
who's the new quarterback for Houston?
Uh,
Because Davis Mills
Kyle
got
Allen.
benched. Kyle Allen led Houston Texans traveling to Miami. Miami is 13.5-point favorites.
I've never seen that in the history of.
Yeah, you've never had 13.5 points for the Miami.
No, I've been down.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Recently too,
yeah.
like last year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
taking
take Dolphins on
Dolphins.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck, Kyle Allen. I'm pulling for you, buddy.
Yeah.
But
Again, I'm hoping Miami and San Francisco both have good games this week.
yeah,
So, because we get to go see a fucking
dude, I'm
NFL
so
game
jacked.
in
I'm
less
not
than 2
looking
weeks.
Forward to a 10-hour drive. Are you driving the whole way?
Yeah.
Are you really? That
Well,
feels
no, it's not an autopilot truck.
No, I mean, are you going to be in the driver's seat the whole way? That feels like a long time to be
I drive
driving.
to Central California multiple times a year.
Yeah, but that's so lame.
It's to see Mama Frodo.
Well, no, I'm not saying that the cause isn't righteous.
Just
Yeah.
bring your wife's Switch. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Oh
I
my
have-
god, dude,
I
I
have-
got TMNT on there.
And I have full outlets in the truck, so you can fucking plug in and
Fuck, I
charge
want
your
to bring
shit
the
up.
Xbox.
You could.
Fuck it, I'm back there playing.
The Wi-Fi in the truck's not that strong, though.
Okay, I can play on my phone. I got it. I got strong Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we're all taking Miami.
Yeah.
Yummy. Welcome to Miami.
Jeff Wilson and Mostert might run each for 180 yards.
I'll be all right with that. Next up, we've got the Chicago maybe Justin Fieldless Bears
against the Mike White Jets.
Against the Mike White
Oh my
Jets.
God. What's the
Who's
spread?
a backup? In,
Everybody
Jets
plus
by
7?
6 points.
who's
Jets?
By 6.
who's the backup in for the Bears?
I have no idea.
Fustin Gields. Jets.
Like
Mike White.
this line is telling me that Justin Fields is not playing.
Right.
What time is the game? Is it an afternoon game?
It's a 1
It is
o'clock.
a 1 o'clock game.
I am going to take the Jets. I don't like it.
I don't either, but like if Justin
can't-
Fields is not out there, what are they gonna do?
Throw the ball.
I don't know that they know how to do that though.
I'm not sure Justin knows how to do that. Their backup might be able to unlock an actual offense here.
Who is their back? I need to see who their backup is.
Is it? It's not Foles.
Dude, Foles seems like the backup for every team.
Yeah.
Oh my god, internet out here is just fucking killing
Dude,
me.
it's the worst.
See.
You can connect up to Wi-Fi out here. I've got you got to go to a different Wi-Fi though.
It's
Nick Foles.
no,
it's not.
no, it's Trevor Simeon.
Trevor Simeon.
Oh shit! I'm
I'll take
actually
the
into
Bears.
that.
I'll take the Bears and the points.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my answer because we have not completed the game, so I still have the ability to do that. I'm taking the Bears. Well done, Trevor Simeon. You son of a bitch.
I don't know that I like that though.
You know what's funny is for the first time since I can remember, when the Jets benched Wilson, we have not heard rumor that maybe Colin Kaepernick will get picked up. I think he is officially aged out,
Yep.
which is good because I'm tired of that rumor. Like, he should have been back in the league 5 years ago, but now, no chance.
No.
I don't want to lose a point on that, so I'm going with you guys saying Chicago.
You don't want to lose a point. I like it.
Yeah.
Who wants to lose a point on a Jets-Chicago game?
Nope.
No
All
one.
right. Dude,
This
your-
next one though.
Your reasoning on that might be sound enough to earn you maybe a half point just for that. You get half credit.
The next one's interesting though. Cincinnati, which may have Jamar Chase back.
By all accounts, he's back. He's questionable.
He's
but-
questionable. The quarterback's saying it, but I mean it's the
Yeah,
quarterback.
and the team is saying that, and the coach is saying it.
Okay. Cincinnati traveling to Tennessee. Cincinnati is 3-point favorites.
Cincinnati.
I don't know how I feel
Taking
about this game.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
Dude, I have a hard time going against Vrabel because
Yeah,
that
dude.
dude is a fucking legit coach.
He's coaching the
He
shit out of that
coaches
team.
the shit out of that team when they have nobody.
Yep. But they don't have nobody. They have very few people and a Yeti.
Even when the Yeti doesn't do anything, they still win somehow. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still taking Cincy, though.
I mean,
it's
it
too
seems
close of a game.
It seems like Cincinnati should like
Walk
dominate
away.
this game.
Now, let's not forget that Cincinnati is not the Cincinnati that they were in the late season
Yeah.
of last season.
The last
they're
couple
better.
of games, they've been looking pretty goddamn good, though, and that's
Yeah.
even without Jamar Chase.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Titans.
All right, you can be on your island.
Yeah.
You're an island boy this week.
Fuck, dude.
Yep.
Rich, are you and I on an island at all?
I am
I'm
with
not.
Buffalo.
You fool!
Frodo is on an island with Tennessee, Carolina, Minnesota, and the Giants.
Oh my God, 4 islands?
Yes, he is an island boy. He's
You are
full
an
on island
You're
boy.
an island Jane.
So he's either like
Going
You're
to
an
fly
island
past you
man.
guys.
this is either he's either gonna blow past us
Fucking
or it's
A.
all just gonna even out.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up, we've got Atlanta traveling to Washington, and Washington is 4.5-point favorites.
I like Washington here. I'm going to take Washington.
I am taking Atlanta. So Frodo, you can be
I
on.
think,
No, I bet Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think. I'm an island. I'm on an island.
Washington might win, but it's not going to be by 4+ points.
I like Antonio Gibson a lot right now. I think Gibson's going to have himself a big old game.
I liked Taylor Heineke. I no longer like Taylor Heineke.
Yeah. Well, he's fun as sort of a gimmick, right? Like that's the thing.
The play against the Eagles where he was celebrating getting a QB hit or a QB penalty, where he was literally cheering for it. I'm done. Like that to me.
Let me ask: was it a legit shot?
No.
Okay, so that's my question.
No. It was the very last play of the game, and he was dancing around in the pocket, and then did this like little weird like knee drop.
I watched it in slow motion.
He took a knee.
Yeah.
And he got. I will say that the Eagle defender came in later than he should, but he didn't kill him.
Okay. So this is a
didn't
bad
even
but
fully
accurate current.
Didn't knock him over completely, but ran into him and wrapped him up.
He was I watched it so much. I watched him debate back and forth. He did kneel. It was a weird kneel down.
Yeah.
But the Eagle defender was 3 steps away, took 3 steps, and then still hit him, even though not hard. You're going to get a flag every single fucking time for that.
I'm not saying that the Eagle defender was in the right by doing what he did.
Did that ice the game?
It absolutely iced the game.
So was he cheering that he was icing the game, that they just won by that?
That's
flag?
probably what he's cheering.
It probably was. It just put. It's
The
like
optics are
watching.
terrible.
It's like watching basketball and you see somebody flop.
Yeah.
That's what it does, and that's why for
LeBron
me,
James.
I have a really hard time watching most basketball games.
Right.
I hate basketball.
Because you see flops so often,
Yeah.
and it just. I'm like.
By the way, I'm a basketball ref now. Super fun, and I don't call it shit. Like I just let them. All I've done are middle school girls games. I just let those fuckers play, and they're violent, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you're fine. I don't even
just
have a whistle out
It's
there
just
with
one
me.
of those things that put a weird. It put a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Heineken usually does put a bad taste in your mouth, so that makes sense.
Here's a Bo Jackson stat again. 1989, Bo Jackson hit 32 home runs, had 105 runs batted in. The same year, he averaged 5.5 yards a carry.
That motherfucker, dude. Cheat code. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here's a question. Would you cut your pinky finger off for $100?
No.
No.
Of course not. Would you cut your pinky finger off for $1 million?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you cut your finger off for $750,000?
Probably. Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Where is the point in which you would not cut your pinky finger off?
I don't need it to grip shit, so...
It's got to be like 6 figures.
6 figures.
I think 6 figures.
So would $100,000?
I think that 6
Not
figure
100,
mark. For me, I think, and I use my hands every day. I think that 6 figure mark.
Nobody uses their pinky.
half
though.
a
I mean,
mil-
unless you're like
half
I
a million
do.
is about the cutoff for me.
$500,000. So
Yeah.
so 499,000. Right? That's the thing. That's $1,000 off. That's not a full paycheck off
No.
of $500,000.
But we're not talking of like 50 grand away.
right. So that's my point. Is the existential dilemma of I would not do it for a penny. I would not do it for $1,000. I would not probably do it for $100,000, but I'd probably do it for $300,000. So at what point do I say no? I'm sorry.
I need to hit
that
the
next
lottery to
dollar
test
is
this.
off. Right.
Theory.
Put $300,000 down on the table. I will chop it off like a motherfucker, dude. Like I am.
You think that?
You know why I'm cash strapped right now?
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking chopping that finger off.
The new
The pinky is where it is. Like
Yep.
if you said any other ones, I think that would throw my
Of course,
hand off too
the
much.
the price is higher. I'm with you. Middle finger actually is probably the next one that doesn't matter the most because you can figure out how to use all of your tools without
the pointer finger and
you
your
need
thumb,
your pointer.
can't.
Yep, these two, no way. Like Ashley would kill me if I got rid of this one, but like Rich would kill me if I got rid of this one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
you
makes
lose
really
your
hard on
thumb,
the
it'd be really
thumbsticks.
hard to use to play any Warzone.
Right.
So that would That would fix part of your issues.
Flute.
That would fix part of your issues.
Yeah. So that's the problem.
How do we get on this?
How do you decide at what dollar? I think for me, it's paying off the house. If I can pay off the house, so for me, I think I owe $270,000 on my house. If I could pay off my house, I'm doing it. If I can pay off most of my house, I'm probably doing it. If I'm not paying off my house, I'm not doing it. If I'm paying $100,000, if I get $100,000, I'm not doing it.
Can you have it reattached afterwards?
No, you have to lose it.
You lose it. So how are you cutting it off? Just hack it or like a table saw?
Dealer's choice. I'm not a monster.
I think
you get to decide.
Quick. I think just
Yeah. I'm gonna build a custom guillotine for my pinky finger.
Yeah.
And just it'll be quick. I'll do it outside of the emergency room so I don't I can get in there and get some I'm not trying to make this thing impossible for you guys. You are feeling everything though. This is not you get put under, you lose your finger. Because if you get to what's the number for you to lose your pinky?
See, that's where I was.
And now you get to go into the hospital. They'll put you under.
That's where my brain was just you have to
surgically removed,
and that would be my $100,000 mark.
I would do it for 100. I would surgically remove my pinky finger. $10,000. How much do you use your fucking pinky? Mine are all jacked up anyway. I got fucking
But
I got that extra chromosome right there.
You push papers for your job.
But how often do you use your pinky?
Only in typing.
Never.
Nah. Just typing.
Ooh, that's a good point. That'd be weird.
You could probably put a prosthetic thing on that.
You could still drink tea.
I can still.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna look like an asshole. Look at this undignified asshole. Undignified, yeah. Undignified.
If I had to do it, it would be a lot higher. If I had to cut my finger off, I don't know if I could do it even for $1 million. I don't know if I could
easily do it.
I don't know if I could actively
You get to shoot it off with a gun. You get to go point blank right there. I'm gonna pop.
See, I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could get my head.
You gotta do it quick. There's no question about that. You're like.
Well, I mean,
you do everything quick. Don't worry. If anything's popping off, it's going quick for you. I think that that's probably the way I'd want to do it. Is honestly like a gun, but a heavy slug, like a 45, or even possibly a shotgun. Except that might burn the rest of it. I would ask that somebody else do it. I would allow that somebody else gets to shoot off my thumb at point blank range. Or a guillotine, just because that'd be fun to build that sort of a guillotine.
Like mafia style. You stole something from the mafia and they're taking a finger.
What about a piano wire garrote, over your pinky?
I think that would be one of the actually least painful because it's gonna
clean.
Yeah.
Right? It's just gonna.
I don't know.
If there was a lightsaber, my number is way lower. You hold up the lightsaber and I just go, done, game over. It's cauterized, it's done.
It's cauterized,
All I gotta do is
everything's
take a little
fine, you're good.
penicillin,
Yeah.
Maybe rub some Neosporin on there.
Yeah.
And I got a nub now.
You have a burn where your finger was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, hey, high four.
Were we picking teams?
Well, we were, but then Scott went off on a weird tangent. It's what Scott does.
Where'd that come out of?
My penis?
Getting back to the games.
Ooh, do either of you still have your foreskin?
No,
because asking for a friend. I'm wondering how much it would cost to cut off your foreskin.
that was done when I was a kid.
I know,
Yeah.
same here. So I don't know. I wonder would the price, if you still had your hoodie, would the price be higher?
Is
or
Gene still watching?
Hey Gene, what's up? So sorry.
Anyways, back to the games.
Teresa, now you're walking. Why are you walking? Oh, this is not a good show for my friends and family to be watching.
And we all learned something about each other.
Getting back to the games, Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Arizona.
So nobody is cut.
Stop! Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Arizona. The Chargers are 3-point favorites.
Chargers.
Keenan Allen's supposed to play.
Yeah.
Mike Williams is probably not going to play.
Eckler's playing.
Eckler is the shit.
Next up, we've
Is he the
got.
best pick of the draft in terms of top 10 picks?
I mean, now.
My Tyreek Hill's not a bad one.
He was
He
picked
was
him
top
8.
10.
8.
You were
I-
picking him up in the second round.
No, I picked Tyreek Hill 8 in my first round pick, number 8.
I thought you picked him up in the second round.
No, I
in
didn't
one
want to
shitty.
gamble. I took Fournette in the second round.
All right, let me look.
I was thinking you picked him up like around like the 16th.
He's my first round pick.
Tyreek Hill. History. 107.
Yep.
It's worked out well.
Yes.
It has worked out well. He is PPR second, standard fourth. So we're going to put him at third ranked in our half PPR.
Yep.
So, good on you.
Number 1 has to be Justin Jefferson. Probably.
Oh, you mean number 1 wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not number 1 pick, like as far as most effective pick.
For most fantasy points, it's probably him.
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, really, in round 1, Kelsey might be the number 1
Yeah.
overall pick.
Exactly as advertised.
Yeah.
9th, 10th. and you get the
There is more space between Travis Kelsey and Mark Andrews at number 2 than there is between Mark Andrews and number 12.
Nice.
Tight end.
Austin Eckler, you are currently number 1 PPR, number 3 standard overall, and he was picked 102 in our league.
Yeah.
So, I
He's
mean, fuck, that's right on target there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So we got the Las Vegas Raiders
Las Vegas Raiders.
traveling to Seattle. Seattle is 3.5-point favorites.
Seattle. Seattle coming off a bye. Fuck yeah, Seattle.
Raiders against Seattle.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Seattle.
I'm going to take Seattle.
There you are.
Yeah, we are. Los Angeles Rams
Not them.
traveling to Kansas City.
Whatever the point spread is, I'll take it.
Kansas City is 15.5-point favorites.
Yeah, give me Kansas City.
Now, remember, as of right now, it's looking like the Rams are going with their third-string
Yeah,
quarterback.
it's not John Wolford. It's not Matt Stafford. It is
That dude.
that other guy.
The free agent acquisition. I don't even remember his name.
With no Cooper Kupp. Questionable
I don't
offensive
even
line.
I don't even think that matters. Let's say they had Pete Todd Gurley in there, and you're going with the third string off the bench, off the couch.
And your
If
offensive
you
line's
had
big
peak Todd Gurley, I would take the 15 and a
points.
half points.
Yeah, you're probably
But
right.
without that, when you have Cam Akers for whatever
Kyren
reason,
Williams.
and
For whatever reason, Kyren Williams is going to be the guy. Like I think he's going to be the primary running back from here on out.
yeah,
Probably.
God, I think you're right though.
That looks dope.
they just
dope if they did those.
That'd be dope. Every team should do an all-black uniform.
what is LA gonna do against that offense?
Nothing.
I mean,
So my only question is, at what point do the third string team for Casey comes in? So it's not a matter of, is Casey going to win? Because obviously they're going to win. They're going to win by a lot. So the question is, at 15 and a half points,
yeah,
I mean, like you can slaughter a team, and then in the fourth quarter they come back and they put up now they're only 10 points behind because you let them come back with your fourth string defense.
San Francisco didn't play anybody in the fourth quarter, and they still beat them 38-10.
Fuck, dude. KC.
I mean,
Yes, KC. This has got to be the biggest spread of the season.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
And
I believe we had a
against-
14.5 point.
And against the Rams, who, if I'm not mistaken,
Won the Super Bowl?
Won the Super Bowl?
Do you think that Aaron Donald really at this point just wishes he would have retired?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has to have.
100%.
I mean, they convinced him to come back for money, and whoops.
He might retire
Well,
after the season.
He might retire in the middle of the season.
Look at the way Arizona was able to stop that defensive line.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop shit against the 49ers line.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, Nick Bosa is Nick Bosa. Which Bosa do you have? Yeah, you have Nick
Nick
Bosa.
Bosa.
Nick Bosa is really fun to watch on mic'd up.
Yeah.
Like he is like
The driest sense of humor
he is,
ever.
like almost stoned out there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's do that, guys. And then moves on.
yeah.
Yep.
I really,
Like he's the polar opposite of George Kittle out there.
I really wanted
and
a
yet just as lethal.
I really wanted a sack out there. I was really hoping I was going to get a sack on that one.
This guy's really hard to catch.
Yeah. It's kind of fast.
Yeah, no, I
John
gotta
Toronto
get
said,
Casey.
"Please
Are we
be
all-
in the Niners game. We need every
yeah,
ounce of your talent."
Are we all going to be Casey on this one?
Yeah.
Even with that mountain of
I
points?
haven't seen anything from the Rams that tells me that they're going to score anything.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
this team is just bad.
Bad.
I mean, KC statistically is very bad against the spread for us. I mean, they didn't beat it last week. They were on. They beat 9.5 against Jacksonville. They were on bye that week.
Mom's on by.
They absolutely destroyed the Niners. Yeah, I'm taking KC.
Okay.
Speaking of, we have New Orleans traveling to San Francisco. San Francisco is 9.5 point
San
favorites.
Francisco.
That's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. San Francisco. I'm not basing that off this last
it's
game.
the
I'm basing
Saints.
this off the Saints.
Yeah, again, the Niners.
The Saints that beat the Rams that we were just talking about.
Yeah. Barely.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah. Niners. I will not be picking Niners next week, by the way.
The San Francisco that hasn't allowed a single point in the second half in 3 weeks running.
Sorry, say it again.
They could.
San Francisco has
they
not
could keep
allowed
the-
a single point in the second half.
They could keep
for
that
3
trend.
straight games.
They could keep that trend going this week, but it won't be next week.
It might. You don't know.
Oh, I'd put money that it does not stay through next week. I'm not even like putting down my pick as far as who wins yet, because I still got to figure that out. I'm rooting
I
for the
have
Dolphins.
to see the line. I have to see the line.
It's
rooting
it's
for the
going to be like a
Dolphins.
1.5. I bet you.
It's going to be
It's
a
gonna be
real
close.
game.
Close.
Yeah, yeah. It might be
Especially
2
if
or
they
3,
both
but
have good games this week.
Yep.
and they just dominated their teams.
Yeah.
It'll just be a coin toss. Yeah.
I can see 3
Sunday night
points.
football.
I could see a 3-point, meaning an even on a neutral field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday night football.
Yep.
We have Green Bay
Ooh, those guys are so good this year.
traveling to Philadelphia.
Those guys are actually good this year.
Philadelphia is 6.5 point favorites.
Philadelphia has been playing down.
They have.
They made it way too close last week. They lost the week
They
before.
won. Yeah, they won by 1 point this last week against the Colts.
Colts, yeah.
I think they bounced back. I feel like that was a little bit of a fluke. I think the Colts are riding super high right now on the Jeff Saturday wave. And they're playing the ball that they need to play, which is Jonathan Taylor ball. Yeah, I'm taking Philly. I'll eat the points.
I'll take Green Bay because of the points.
Yep.
Scott's an island boy with
Yeah, I am.
with the number 1 team in the NFL right now.
I think this is the second week in a row that I'm an island with. I think last week I was on an island with the Bills. This week I'm on the island with Philly, and you're on the island with the Bills. We pushed on the Bills last week.
And then Monday Night Football. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers
Ooh, that team's
Pittsburgh
so
and the
fun.
Pittsburgh.
traveling to the Indianapolis Colts.
Blech.
Indy is 2.5 point favorites.
Taking Indy on this one. Yeah, this is a good spread though. I like this spread. It's very close.
At Colts. I'm going to take Pittsburgh.
Which is like, ooh, I have a chance to put Scott on an island for his third game.
I'm trying to see what was the Pittsburgh finish this week?
They were
On your face?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't know for sure.
That's
37 to 30 against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
Oh, there's a quote. Oh my god. Okay. All right, that's happening.
Oh, wow. Okay, she's up there.
All right, so Scott finishes out the week on the islands. So, Scott, you are on an island with Indianapolis,
Yes, I am.
Philadelphia,
Yes, I am.
and Washington.
Woo! All right, I'm good with
Frodo,
that.
you are on an island with Tennessee, Carolina, Minnesota, and the New York Giants. And I am
guys,
on an
this is
island with Buffalo.
Wow, really risking it this week. Like he comes out next week with 14 wins.
I almost went on an island with the Jets, but I decided not to.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually went the safe route with that one too.
Yeah.
Like the logical Spock route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited for tomorrow. We're going to have a night. This is one of my favorite weeks of football because this is the one Thursday night game, Thursday night schedule that I'm not afraid of in terms of fantasy. People always play up on Thursday night Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Every other Thursday, I try
They
to
want that
avoid if I
turkey.
can. They want that turkey, man. There is some pride in winning on Thanksgiving.
There is.
So I am so we're gonna have one more show, then we will go to the San Francisco Dolphins game.
Yep.
So we need this week. Our homework is to come up with a couple of bets, and I'm with Frodo on this. We got to come up with a team bet for Brandon and you, for Frodo and I.
A punching contest.
No.
I don't want to do that. That's not fair. You have the MMA fighter.
Oh, all right.
I have the broken knee hockey goalie.
It's repaired.
Is it though?
Yeah. Surgically repaired.
Do you still play hockey?
Do you want to take a kick
No.
from Brandon to it?
Wouldn't want that in a good knee.
Do you want to pivot quickly?
Nope. I'm also 42
Okay.
and fat.
So we will. So we're gonna be back next week. So we'll have some bet. We'll have a bet ready to go.
I have a taser at home.
I have a sensitive bowel system. How
So do I.
much do you guys want to play with that out here? I will shit my pants.
As long as it's outside, it's fine.
We'll put a canvas up and see if you can match a Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, nice. All right, and then we'll put you on up against it, so that way I have to you have a silhouette of my shit.
No, I am
Is
not.
that what it
gonna-
is?
I'm not gonna
We'll give you like a mask or something, like an N95.
You can take that in place of all of the paintballs that
Still
you've
got to do
earned.
the paintball, man.
No, I'll take the paintballs over getting aggressively shit fired at me out of your asshole.
Aggressively shat on.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get fire hosed out of your ass. I'd take paintballs to the left nut over.
That's not fair. That's your least favorite nut.
It's the one that hangs lower.
It's everybody's least favorite nut. Everybody likes the right one more. I don't know why, but we do. Yeah, but we do, right? Like,
I mean,
yeah,
I like
if you had to
both.
lose one.
if you had to lose
Yeah.
one, you lose the left one.
Yeah.
I don't know why though. That feels like
Probably
like a little bit racist even. Your left one's black, right?
It is bigger.
It's time to end the show.
Time to end the show. We're talking about black balls.
Time
Black
to
ball.
end the show.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You're gonna end it now.
I'm just gonna.
Just dry end it.